Have you ever watched an animated film and it looked so cool? You're like, I want to do this someday. I want to make films like this, or I want to work on maybe Pixar or DreamWorks or maybe even Disney. Then this video is for you. Do you want to make 3D games, interested in 3D printing or making visual effects? Then this video is for you. Because here, I'll give you a complete introduction to 3D and put you on the right path as a beginner. And I'll do that by answering two important questions. The first question is, where should I start? And second question is, what software should I use? To answer the first question, 3D is a very wide field, and where to start as a beginner could sometimes be a little overwhelming. Because trust me, there's a host of videos out there on 3D gaming, 3D printing, VR, animation, RTVs, visual effects, and you might not be sure where to start. In my opinion, as a beginner, you want to first have some knowledge of the three building blocks of 3D. And what are those building blocks? Well, we have modeling, both hard surface and organic, which involves creating a cage and moving it about until it forms the image or the shape you want. Next, you have texturing, which is adding textures or materials to make a surface look real when rendered. And then you have lighting, which is to make a pleasing final image when rendered. Later, you learn other advanced things like animation, compositing, but for now, this is all you need to get started. If you do stick around to the end of this video, I recommend a good video series for us to start with. The second question is, what software should I use? And frankly, there's a bunch of them out there with different areas of focus, features, pricing, and so on. One thing I've learned though is that no matter what software you use or final product you want to create, all 3D modeling and rendering packages have the same underlying concepts. And so, if you want to work at a studio, the software you use doesn't matter as much as your portfolio. Because if you do get employed, most studios will train you in whatever software they use and get you up to speed. And so, out of all the various software out there, there is one that I'll recommend for beginners for several reasons, and that is Blender. Blender is an open software, free 3D creation suite, and it supports the entirety of 3D pipeline, which is modeling, rigging, animation, everything. And I think it's perfect for beginners because, one, it's free, which is a very good place to start, considering as a beginner, you're not even sure if you like 3D yet. You don't want to spend a couple $1,000 on some software and realize you don't really enjoy 3D. The second reason is that it's functional, which means it can be used in several ways for several tasks. Considering that it's free, Blender is quite feature-packed and it compares favorably with its paid counterparts, which means it can do almost everything other software can do. And its development is driven by two factors. One is its very helpful, which includes the Blender Foundation, which funds its development. The second factor is its open movies, because starting in 2005, the founder of Blender, Tom Rosendahl, if I spelled that correctly, came up with the idea of open movies to test Blender's production readiness. And the first one was An Elephant's Dream, which helped them to develop the compositor. Then there was Big Buck Bunny, which helped with the development of 4 rendering. Then there was Sintel, which helped for Fire, and Cosmos Laundromat for improved painting and performance. Agent 327, which is really cool. And very recently, Spring, which was the official launching pad of Blender 2.8. These open movies have driven Blender's development from being a low-key hobbyist tool to something that is truly production ready. With Blender, you can render photorealistic images, model and sculpt characters, create realistic environments, fire, RTVs, and much more. So that is what Blender can do. And as a starting point, I recommend a beginner video series on Blender by Blender Guru. It goes over everything you need to know to have a basic understanding of Blender, including modeling, texturing, lighting, and how to create your very own first scene. So, I wish you all the best in your 3D journey, and I'll see you in another video. Do subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.